Oh, yeah. The first question is about frickin' frack. I thought it would be a funny series because we actually do so many funny things. And yeah, we're going to continue. I have another video. It's just what we do is just, you have to laugh. I thought it was hilarious and it was something additional content that I felt, sometimes we just need to laugh. We just need to laugh. And my camera is kind of funky today, but it's too close, but whatever. So, hi everybody. Thank you for joining me. Um, I did want to, I am going to talk about the Nomad Bootcamp that we're doing, Carol and I. I have tablet after tablet. I'm writing things down. But I am going to do another frickin' frack. Thank you. If you did enjoy the frickin' frack, let me know, because I really enjoyed doing it, and she was laughing the whole time. She goes, "You really going to do videos?" I said, "Yeah. I'm going to tell them how, really kind of older we are." So, uh, I will, oh, that was, I owe something here. Oh, shit, Sugarfoot. I said a bad word. Yeah. Hi, hi, Chris. And Good Redmond. Brenda, hi, how are you? Okay, so I owe two pickles from 2 weeks ago. I missed last week. And this last week I came down, I was feeling bad. I came down with a head cold that I just am now getting over. So you're going to hear me cough a lot. I am so congested. It's been a whole week and I've been sleeping most days. Okay, so I got to do this. This is for all purrs and paws. And I believe the other one was Violets and Roses. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Tamara. So I'm getting this over with. Yeah, I found the pickle. Listen, that banana ran away for like 2 to 3 days. I think it was the third day I found it. I can't remember. It was running loose in the van. And the pickle's been in the same place. Not running around, but I had just moved it and couldn't find it where I moved it to. Yeah, yeah, there's All Paws and Purrs. Thank you, All Paws and Purrs. You missed the pickle. Hi, Judy. That's Tamara. Okay, so what did I want to talk about today? Okay, so I think I wanted to make this kind of clear for everybody. This is not a meetup. This is a boot camp. People are going to pay to come here, and they need 100% of our time. Hi, Patty. Oh, I have perfect weather in Santa Rosa too, Patty. It's fabulous. It's in the 70s and 80s, and it's kind of fogged over in the morning, just like the San Francisco weather. It's really, really good weather. I'm really happy to be here. I enjoy Trish's company. We talked about it today. We enjoy each other so much. I am really living in my van. I am parked out front in front of her house. I have a cord that plugs in for my air conditioner. Um, and she'll agree, the dogs are a lot for me. There are many times there's too much for me. She has, I'm not going to know how many, but she has a lot of dogs. Not every day. On the weekends, last weekend I slept with the dogs for like hours. I was sick and I just slept and the dogs slept around me and that was just fine. And it was an easy job because Saturday and Sunday I slept and they slept with me. So we're gonna, I'm not really anybody's grandmother. So when I see that, that's normally not a good sign. Hi, Audrey. Okay, so anyway, I don't know where I was at. I am actually living in my van. And Marley gets outside. We spend a couple of hours every morning with Trish. We talk. We go over the day's events, what we're going to do. Um, yeah. So let's take this person out completely. Rack, R-A-K, if you see another one. Vance, would you take him out completely? I don't want him in here. No. He's whatever. Trail. Anyway. Uh, I'm losing it. So we spend a couple hours in the morning going over the day's details and what we're going to do, and that's about it. I might see her maybe for 20 minutes or 30 minutes in the evening. I'm not normally in the house. I'm normally out. I'm there a couple hours, except for Saturdays and Sundays when I watch the dogs. She has quite a few this weekend, so we're going to be busy. Tomorrow I have to go home and get my second shot in my eye, and this eye is doing fabulous. I am wearing my glasses because, as everyone's told me, but my glasses were so I could read small print. I really can't see small print any better. Please do a thumbs up, everybody. So I've got my glasses on strictly so I can read this. Otherwise, I can't. So this boot camp, I know I got started on it. It is September 25th, 26th, 27th. That is tentative. They're making us wait to make the reservation. We can't make it so many days before, 90 days before. So we can't reserve it yet, and so we're waiting. That's why it's a tentative date, and it is $50. And Carol and I did agree I will probably be the one accepting the $50. And I will be tracking all of that and who gave it to me, yada, yada, yada. You know. I'm going to do a whole paper, and we're still working on what we're going to cover and what days we're going to cover things in. It's going to be safety, parking, going over their vans. We will not be doing building that I'm aware of. Something may come up. Uh, okay, I'm reading this too. Caswell, hi. New York. Thank you. Um, Safety, cooking, parking, all the things, question and answer, trying to help you resolve what you have. But we also will need to know what equipment you have and what equipment you don't have. And it has to be, it has to be someone who hasn't been on the road more than 3 months, is what we've agreed. And again, I'm going to be typing all of this up, and I'm going to be printing it out, and then whoever signs up, I'm going to be sending them the location. I don't think we'll talk about the location yet. Um, I really don't think we should have visitors. It's not a meetup, and they have paid for our time. I did talk to Carol about this, and we do agree. I mean, we can't hide dancing butterflies. Something's ugly. Me? Probably. It's okay. Yeah, I am ugly. I'm 78, so who cares, butterflies? Who cares what you say? Yeah. Yeah, they're all going to attack my age. I think that's hilarious because you're going to be there someday. So anyway, yeah, pretty nasty stuff, huh? So we're going to have only so many. And I think, well, we're still discussing it. We're guessing at 14. I'm not sure. Maybe we won't even get anybody who's interested. That may happen too. And we're just going to plan on it. And if it happens, then, we get people, that would be great. Hi, Patty. So I have Patty, Erwin, and Patty Whack. Oh, yeah, I know. So, hi, Marie. How are you? Oh, thank you, Audrey. It's okay. These people are just, They are who they are. You did? Good. You guys enjoy whacking these people. Thank you, Sherry and John. I had another thing that I really want to do before I get too deep into the not meetup, but the Nomad Bootcamp. I want to thank my Cash App. I haven't done that in several months. Gwinnett, thank you so much. Mike and Tracy, Tammy, Amanda, Dale, Cindy with an S, Julie, Elsa, thank you, Elsa, Michelle, Troy and his lamps, thank you, Troy. Hi, Joe, Zach, Teresa, and Bamford. I want to thank all of you. And next week, I am going to do my members. I haven't done that for a while either, and I do need a shout out for that. So, okay, I've lost everybody here. Welcome, John and Sherry. As I warned you, I have a head cold, so the coughing may come. Hi, Joe. Shirley, welcome. Yeah, the repairman did come. We did call AT&T. She did, not me. And, God, this was so easy, but the instructions make it so difficult to understand. It's just too close. This is just too close. They make it very difficult to understand. I feel like, okay, this is it. It is a plug and play and one other thing. There, that's better. You plug into the router, and then you plug into your electric cord. And when you do that, go to your setting on your phone that says Wi-Fi, and that has created, they say create a separate line. No, it created its own line, and you hit that, your Wi-Fi, go in there, and it'll be right there, the new line. You hit on the line, and it asks for the password. The password is on the side of the extender. It's that simple. Once you do that one time, then anytime I come, I can be right and will automatically pick that up. It doesn't work that well. No, because it has to go through the brick, through the house to my van. No, we're still having problems, and it's still going out in the house. It was not us. It was not her house. It was the main line in the box. And what he told us, all of their lines are underground, and then they go up to a box, like in a neighborhood. Water collects in that box, and it doesn't drain out, and it corrodes the lines. So he said that's what was happening with ours. Guess he didn't clean it good enough, because it's still not working. Hi, CW Style, Marie. How are you guys? So I told her today, we're so sick of it. I just said, call them and let them know it's not, it's still the same, because they're going to charge you, but they still need to know it's still not working. It is a problem on their side. Hi, Bobby. Thank you. Yeah, just whack them. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, 78. You're not a beauty queen, okay? So, okay, so, hi, Valentina. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. Audrey, okay. Meant the side, yeah, I know, Bobby. I know, thank you. Yeah, we have a bunch today. I have a head cold. Yes, Janice. She's got a head cold. Jason had a head cold before I left. I caught it the day after I got here, so it's really going around. Whatever this is, a head cold, whatever it is. Good morning, Valentina. This troll has several accounts. Yeah, that's why she said she kept coming back. Yeah, they have a bunch of accounts. This is what they do with their lives. They don't have any better life, than to sit there and be a troll. How sorry should we be for them? I feel sorry for them. They have nothing better to do. Yeah, you do. I do. And I want to thank my moderators for being here. I know I've been up and down. Hi, Evelyn. I have been up and down. Flight risk 60. Now, I don't see you leave a message, flight risk 60. I always love to see your videos, especially Frickin' Frack. Thank you. That's what I really want to know, if I should continue it. I think it's hilarious. And, I'm not getting that many views, but at this point, we're two old ladies having one heck of a time. I could get on. You were on, Janice, I think. Dusty Cats Travels, welcome. I know you are. Hi, Elsa. Elsa, I hope you got my thank you for your cash app. I was trying to thank everybody. Oh, you don't leave. You don't. Okay. 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 You don't have to leave a message. You can put like 5 hearts or 5 happy faces or whatever. Just so I know. Hi, Ark. How are you? Violets and Roses. I played the pickle for you, but I think you gave me a doll. You gave me something a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna play it again for Violets and Roses because you didn't get one. I couldn't find my pickle. Thank you so much. Liddell, hi, how are you? I'm so glad you guys like the Frickin' Frack. And that actually, I have to give Trish credit. She came out and said, we're like Frickin' Frack. And I go, oh my gosh, you're right, we are. Because she'll give me an idea. My automatic answer is no. I have to think about it. So I automatically say, no, I'm not doing that. And then I think about it. Okay, yeah, that was a good idea. So she's getting used to it. Yeah, Dusty Cats. It's true. Hi, Diane, John. Good, I'm so glad. Perfect. Perfect flight risk. Perfect. Oh, okay. So, Valerie, welcome. I think this is the first time you've been here. Sarah, hi. How are you? Yeah, lose your pickle instead. But I have a backup pickle. But it does Christmas. I have a backup pickle. I know where that's at. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know who just did that, but I'm gonna play and hit it. Violets and Roses, you're so sweet. You just wanted to hear that pickle again. Thank you so much. On your feet and covered with socks before you go to bed. It's an old remedy. I had forgotten about that, Panda Chick. I had forgotten. That is an old remedy. Used to do it on my chest, put Vicks on my chest or under my nose. There's a lot of old remedies. I'm not even thinking about them. I just sleep. Pretty tired. Yeah. So you got the pickle again. Mod's timeout for 24 hours. Okay. I don't know how you do that. Yeah. Okay, so do we need to get back to the... Okay, yeah, I talked about I'm going to make a copy of the event and all the information you're going to need, and I will email that. Now, I have an email, and it's right in my description, and anybody can email me at any time, and I don't look at my emails every single day, but I'm trying, but not every day. So it might take me a couple of days to get back to you. Was he almost choke on the frickin' frack? Well, don't choke. Yeah, but you guys can relate. You can relate. And Trish and I relate very well about this frickin' frack. It's just, We've got another one, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about it because I just think it's hilarious. 15 years ago for Christmas, she got a gift. And when they got home, she got it from her parents. And when they got home, it disappeared. And she's not seen it for 15 years. And while I've been there, she did something and found it 15 years later. So, just thought, I'm going to be showing it to you. And yeah, and I said, who loses something in 15 years? But I'll explain it all in the video, and I'll show you why it was lost. I still don't get how, and you can lose something in 15 years, but whatever. Inside the purple purse, hi, I haven't seen you for a while. How are you? I hope I haven't missed anybody. So, do you guys have any questions about the boot camp? Oh, inside the purple purse. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. You guys are very kind. Thank you so much. Carol, hi. No. I'm trying to give you a heart. There we go. Thank you so much, guys. And is Monica here? I didn't see her name. And you know what? I don't remember everybody's name. Unless I see you all the time. Hippo, shout out from Gabe. You needed some pickle, yeah. I know it's strange, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. I kind of figured Hippo was... Who timed Hippo out? Who timed Hippo out? I haven't seen that yet. So, anyway, we're going to keep going on. I keep saying that word. I need to not repeat the words. Marley, oh, Marley has fallen in love. Oh, she just heard her name. Marley has fallen in love. I'm sitting at Walmart. And that's because it's the only place. I'm just checking this guy out. He's walking around the car. It's the only place I can get 5G and the internet and stay online. Otherwise, I can't get it from her house. There's a little shopping center a half mile away. No phone service there. I mean, it's crazy. I have to drive 6 miles. Now, I do have Verizon. I think AT&T is the most popular here. I have to drive 6 miles to Walmart, which is no big deal, to get phone service. Actual, you know, it's not great. Yeah, it's not great. So, oh, I turned to the wrong page. I have so many books. Marley fell in love with Eli. Eli is a little bit smaller than Marley. Actually, about half Marley's size. Eli is white. Marley likes little white fluffy dogs that look like her. That's who she falls in love with. And Eli is very similar to her. She will not leave him alone. I squirt her, she will not leave him alone. He has finally started, I mean, it's outrageous. You know, I can't keep her away from him. So, Diane, my eyes are good. This eye's good. Tomorrow I get my second shot in this eye and they'll tell me how good that is. So, yesterday, we're all inside and Eli is sleeping. Marley goes over to Eli. He's on the couch. Jumps up, gets behind Eli, puts her paw on Eli, grooms him a little bit. Now, mind you, he's sleeping. She puts her paw on Eli and then falls asleep beside him. It's the cutest thing, but Eli doesn't like her. He doesn't like her hounding him. She's hounding him. So Trish and I just laugh, but it's really cute. She's just in love with him. Yeah, and she has a lot of Charlie and Alfie. They're all a breed similar to Marley. But Eli is the only one she really is crazy about. Yeah, these are my old prescription glasses after cataract surgery. I only wear these when I want to read, I want to see something. I have to get new glasses. They will be getting me new glasses. I go July the 11th for my final exam of this eye. They've already told me they're not doing this eye until it is better. And I'll find out if it's better or not. We'll see. Yeah, she may need her own channel, yeah. Yeah. But right now I'm just kind of I have not been able to bring my blood pressure down below around 120. It's been running pretty high every day. So I have to go back to the doctor. I do take the medication, but she may have to increase it. So we'll see. We'll just see. Tomorrow will tell me if this eye is improving or if it's not. Hello, Leroy. How are you? Martina, hi. How are you? It is going to be in, yes, the boot camp is going to be in Southern California. Um, yeah, it is. It is. I'm going to go down there. I think you have a better place to do it. And Carol always comes up here, so I'm going to go down there. I'm going to try to talk to Jason. Of course, he doesn't know it yet. He may find it on here. About doing safety, lectures for us to talk to the women, one-on-one or, just talking about safety since he was a police officer for so long, deputy sheriff. So he doesn't know that yet, and he may not be able to do it, so we'll see. But we're trying to bring people in to talk about things. We're going to be talking about solar, what do you need, how to look at things. Because I talked to Trish about solar, and it just goes right over her head. And I'm like, and this is 800 watts, and this is 1,500. And she's like a space cadet. And I'll say, well, you did get that. Well, yeah, she didn't. Because later on I'll say, no, you didn't say that. Yeah, I did. Thank you, Kinsley. Welcome, Kinsley. So, and the other thing that I find that Trish and I do, we're old ladies. And I'll go, you didn't say that. And she goes, yes, you did. And I'll tell you a good thing. This is what happened. I hear something, and I think she thinks she said something, and she didn't. But she's been married 50 years, not 35. She corrected me. She said, I told you 50. I'm pretty sure she told me 35. This is how we go. So, I give her the instructions for the Wi-Fi, for the extender, or booster. It's the same thing. The guy tells us it's the same thing. And I see it in her hand. So, the next day I go, well, where are the instructions? She goes, I gave them back. I said, no, you did not give them back. I saw them in your hand. This goes on for like 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, that's all I can tell you. And then all of a sudden I feel something in my back pocket, and I go, wait a minute. Hi, Brenda. I reach in my back pocket, and I have the instructions. I cannot tell you ever remembering her handing me those instructions and me putting them in the pocket. But we'll go, no, you didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. And then, one or the other is wrong. Some of it will be on YouTube, Vons. Yeah, I think a lot of it. We'll be filming a lot of it. As long as it's okay with the people to be on the camera. Let's get that little salad. Mel's attitude. Hi, how are you? You need to learn about solar. Well, I just think it's really easy, but a lot of people don't. So it's just, I don't know. Maybe because I'm a numbers person, and it is mainly about numbers. Solar is about numbers. You really need to know your wattage on any appliance that you have, and you just have to if you want to use solar. It's just something you need to learn. Hi, Lindy. Say hi. Elsa said hi. I said hi to Elsa. What's going on? I'm getting a new message. I did say hi to Elsa, didn't I? Or did I? Did I miss you, Elsa? I thought I didn't. Oops. What does this mean? This is something different. I don't know what this means. Okay, whatever. That's what happens when you get older. Just remember, all these people who are trolls are going to get old too. And, yeah. Gonna be fun. I wished I'd be around. Uh, so Elsa said hi. It's very cute. So hot. How hot? So hot here in Southwest Ohio. 90. Oh my goodness, Martina. Feels like 99. It's only been in the 90s here one day, I think, since I've been here. Almost every day it's been in the 90s in the Davis area, it's the Vacaville area. I am so grateful to be here. It's 10 to 15 degrees cheaper here. Yes, Carol, you're on there. I'm talking boot camp. I've been talking boot camp. Um, and as I told everybody, it's not really a meetup, so we're trying to keep it restricted to, just the people who have paid so we can really give them the time. Um, so we also want you to give us, Carol's here, Glorious Life on Wheels, everybody. We want you to tell us what equipment you have, what equipment you think you need, or we discuss it. And that's part of the boot camp's going to be a lot of question and answer. And Carol and I are going to be spending a lot of time with all of you, and trying to resolve things and talk about things. Carol says she might be cooking. Yeah. Now, she's the one you want to cook, okay? I can cook, but it's pretty awful sometimes. I tried making a fried cherry pie. I was going to take a picture. I'm not, it was so gross. I'm not taking any pictures. You did. Am doing eye treatment listening. Oh, you are? Okay. Thanks for answering my can we visit question. Yeah. Bonds, normally we wouldn't say that, but really this is a boot camp and it really isn't a meetup. Anything else probably it would be fine. But I hate doing that. So roads are buckling in Missouri, huh? Hi, Cheryl. I'm looking well. My cold's gotten better. Hi, Ken. Better late than ever. You're right. It's true. It's true. So, and I'm sure my nails are dirty. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to it, and I know Carol is too. We're looking forward to doing this. We really are. But we do need to know about your equipment. And another thing, I think I'm just going to talk a little bit about losing my voice, so I don't know how much longer I'll be on here. Many people start worrying about things, I I don't watch anything that says Social Security. I've decided I'm done with that. I do not waste time on things I cannot make a difference in. It takes energy and it takes time out of my day that I don't really have. So I can't fix Social Security. I don't have any answers about Social Security, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm just, it's too much. It's too much. Worry about food survival and worry about, oh, we may not have anything coming across. I just can't do it anymore. In fact, I'm getting rid of food. I gave a bunch of food to Trish today. See, we just want to really give special. Yeah, it will be a party. I start Social Security this year. Birthday is July, so, well, Ken, congratulations on your birthday. I don't know how old you are. I'll be honest with you. What's my biggest regret in life? I don't have one. I don't think about regrets. I think it's a waste of time to regret something that's already happened and gone, done with. What are you going to do? How are you going to change it? And no, I've never felt like I needed regrets about it. I did everything to the best of my ability. I lived the life I wanted to live. And yeah, I'm not going to regret anything. I'm eating my preps as things are expiring. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this 5 years. Oh, we're going to run out of this. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of bad news, period. Thank you, Elsa. Yeah. Anyway, not this neck, the chicken neck. So, so yeah, I'm not worrying about things like that anymore. I just, you know, kind of tired of all that. Do you spend more time thinking about the future or enjoy reliving the past? I look forward to the future, but it hasn't happened yet. So I do relive many memories of the past, and I'm trying to put them out, what I remember, the good stories on YouTube. That is part of my channel of putting my history on YouTube. I started out with that. That's what I wanted to do. So we didn't lose it. And I have had quite a life, so maybe I've got some good stories, maybe I don't. I've got some coming up that I'm going to talk about. No regrets, only enlightenment. Yeah, no regrets. There's nothing to regret. I mean, it's over, it's done. You just move on. Head out, learn. If it's something you made a mistake, learn from it, and don't do it again. But no, I did the best I could with the knowledge that I had. And I've enjoyed my life. I think I've had a wonderful life. And there's been a lot, that's happened that wasn't wonderful. But I just kind of ignore that. Be honest with you, I just shut the door behind that and go, yeah, okay, all right. Oh, listen, I threw away my budget. We're not doing a budget. I'm going to tell you this right now. When I had to take Marley to the vet, and she's fine right now, that destroyed my budget for the month. And I'm done. Yeah. This month there will be no budget because the budget is just out the window. I just threw it out the window. I'm tweaking my budget to pay for this AC and this heat wave. Oh, yeah. 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 Just remember you know, if it was a bad time, everybody has bad times. They're all different, but there's still bad times. So I just don't want to live through that again. I just want to live through the good times. But I'm going to tell you some things. I was a little thief at 5. When I was 5 years old, I'll tell you, this is a story. I'll tell you a story. Very short. My sister was 8 and I was 5. My sister would steal a nickel. Now, this is when candy was a nickel. And you had the candy machines outside. We were across the street from the high school. They had candy machines and, drink machines. Nickel. And my sister would steal a nickel out of my mother's purse, and she would run over, get a candy bar, and eat it. So at 5, and I had to take my sister with me, I decided I was stealing a nickel out of my mother's purse. So here's this 5-year-old following this 8-year-old. She has a nickel, I have a nickel. She helps me get this candy bar because I can't reach it to put the nickel in. So she puts it in for me. I got a Snickers candy bar. One of my favorite candy bars in the whole wide world is Snickers, okay? I'm just telling you. And I know it was a Snickers because that's what I stole. So anyway, my sister eats it by the time we get back to the house. We're just across the street, okay? But I don't. I'm going to savor it. My mother has been in the back. I don't know if she was taking a shower or what she was doing. She comes out all of a sudden. I throw my Snickers under the cushion. Not the cushion, the pillow. Throw the Snickers under there. Now, Texas is a hot place, okay? Later on that afternoon, my mother sat on the couch, and guess what she sat on? A Snickers. And she heard it, the wrapper. And you'll never guess who got a whipping, but I did. And there was another time I tried it. I just quit trying to steal because it doesn't work. I got caught every time. Yeah, let's see what everybody's doing. Let me put it to you this way. I'm not married. I was engaged to 7 different men at the same time. And that was during the Vietnam War. And that's a long story, and I did a video on it because I felt so sorry for everybody. So I would always say, yes, I'll get engaged, but I only got married one time. Yeah. Yeah, it's a joke. My budget is a joke every month. I've done pretty good this month for gas. I was way under for gas. I was way under for food. And then Marley happened. And I went, well, forget it. Yeah. You know, the present right now, I'm very much in the present. And I think the older you get, the more in the present you are. You're very much aware of time. And we do the best we can with it. Ken, no heat wave there in Central Florida. Only 90 outside. Oh, only 90. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, me too, Vons. I'd rather have cold. I cannot deal with the heat. I think, Vons, you're down south, aren't you? I can't remember. I don't think you're that close to Carol. So. Oh, the heat. I don't know how the firefighters did it. The reception for my eye doctor, I don't know if he's a receptionist or the first time I went to her a couple of years ago, he was a firefighter. And he did firefighting part-time and he did this part-time, had 2 jobs. And I asked him, I said, how do you guys deal with all that equipment in a fire, in heat? I'm sorry. He said they drank tons and tons of water. They lost all kinds of weight when they were out there under that. But they were so hydrated, and they took special things for hydration to stay hydrated. So I could never have been a fireman, not in a million years. The heat alone would have killed me. Oh, yeah, you hate it, too. I hate the heat. Now, that's a good memory. Yeah, 5-cent candy bars. Yeah, I can remember. Now, that same Snickers bars is like $1.89 some places. Yes. Yeah. Just a nice, Marty's worth it, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing else to take off, You got to have... Hi, Shirley. 100 in Wisconsin. Oh, my gosh. 2 hours north of Carroll. Okay. I might see you. Hello from Nashville. I might see you going down, Vons. We might meet up or something. I'll have to go past you. Cheryl. I don't know what NDEs are, Cheryl. But I always knew I chose whatever. I had decisions. And when I made a choice in life, I had to be willing to accept the consequences for what that choice meant. There were some good consequences and some bad. And I had to prepare myself for either one. Yeah. Western North Carolina here. Okay. North Carolina is such a pretty state. Three Musketeers. Oh, yeah, they still sell them. That was not my favorite. I like the nuts and the caramel in the Snickers. Hi, Randy, etc., etc. Grabbing their camera and they screenshot it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I missed out. Yeah, thrifty store ice creams. Yes, I remember Woolworths in downtown San Francisco. It was a great place, and it's right there by the turnaround, the cable car turnaround, right on the corner. Yeah, multimillionaires. Salt pills. They gave me salt pills in the military when we'd have to stand out in the sun at attention or, not attention. Put your hands back. Yeah, when we were in a parade or anything, they gave us salt pills. Yeah. Oh, Dollar Tree is raising its prices again? Yeah, Ken, three digits is too much for me. I understand from Trish, it doesn't get there maybe 1 or 2 days out of the year here, so we'll see. Oh, thank you so much, etc., etc. I thought for a minute there somebody was walking up on me. Let me play the pickle. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and give you a heart. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I just can't take the heat. I think this summer is going to be to break heat records everywhere. You're probably right. I'm praying it doesn't. I'm praying so. 91 in Northeast Texas. Northeast. I was in, you know where Waco is? I lived in Hamilton a lot of my youth when my mother died. My mother's buried in Hamilton, Texas. Many, many years ago. Yeah, I get it. I understand. A lot of us feel that way. That happened to me, and I never married again, so. But I had a reason for what I did. I was trying not to be harmful. Oh, near death experience. Okay, Maggie's cat. I didn't know what that meant. Yeah. I've had several of those, but I don't think anything happened that made me aware of anything, really. Was it Elsa Three Musketeers? Thank you, guys. Limo TV. Hi, welcome. Rose, hi. Thank you. I'm glad, because some people just regret their life. Forget it. It's past. It's done. Shouldn't be any regrets. Wasting your time. Well, yeah, the nuts and that's why I like Rocky Road. I like nuts in my Rocky Road was $2.99 at Walmart. I'm so I'm so sorry. I knew I was going to do it because my voice is so bad. Miss Marley is right down here. Miss Marley? Marley, say hello. I hope you got to see her. Hi, Sue. Hi, Shirley. Penny Candy. Oh, I remember Penny Candy. Yeah. Yes. Whatchamacallit. Oh, yeah. I like that. I used to say everything. You know the whatchamacallit. Yeah, we used to say that all the time. San Francisco once in a while. Well, I lived a few blocks away from the Woolworths on Taylor Street. And I would walk down there. And the girls, all the girls, the teenage girls, would walk down there. Because that's where they stole all their makeup. Because a lot of people, yeah, I guess those are Easton Blocker. Hello. DT is going to $1. Oh, really? Mine hasn't reached $1.50 yet up here. Still, most of it's still at $1.25. Thank you, etc. Please hit the thumbs up. You guys are doing a pretty good job. Was great friend. Well, Woolworths, Jane, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember going downstairs? This is in 65. They had a counter, a restaurant, kind of a restaurant counter. The best. I would go down there and have Thanksgiving dinner. I don't think they were open on Christmas Day, but I would go down the night before and have my holiday dinners. I'm kind of crooked. So I really enjoyed Woolworths. I kind of miss it. It had a lot of memories. A lot of memories. Great, huge counter. You just went all the way around. The whole bottom floor was like this. It was great. It was really great. Thank you. Paris, Texas. Up along the Red River. Okay, I know where Paris, Texas is, I think. Granbury, okay. You miss Woolworths? I do too. Woolworths was special. Hi, Gracie. Lampasas, not far from Waco. Yeah, I think we played Lampasas in sports, if I remember right. Of course, you know, I was a child then. We're talking 60 years. Excuse me. My brother lived in many years. I like Texas. My sister's still there. My two brothers have passed. But it used to be you could really. She bought her house for under 30,000, and she said it's just she hates Californians. She goes, "You're just raising our property prices." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Yes, music can bring you in the current moment. I love my 60s, 70s, 80s music. So I love hearing that. And that just, it makes me feel good. Oh, all right, Patty. Yeah. Yeah, Patty, it's pretty bad. Um, Trish has the same thing, but it's better. It was worse. Trust me, this is really good. And I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. Your male terriers. Oh, Marley, etc.'s male terriers love you. I'm glad. Oh, she's crazy about that. Hi, Troy. Yes, I do drink a lot of water. I've been really getting into the habit of the lemon water. I made that ice from the lemons. I just love it in the morning. Candy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They stopped selling those a long. I haven't seen those forever. Yeah. Those were all sugar, just pure sugar, guys. Yeah, in San Francisco. Now, I don't know what the now and later candy is. Yeah, I haven't seen that, Carol. Yeah, Woolworths. Yeah, the best place. And something, she married, the Woolworths heiress married, wasn't Jimmy Stewart. Was it Clark Gable? The heiress married one famous movie star. Does anybody remember who that was? It was either Clark Gable, Jimmy Stewart. I keep thinking of those two. Does anybody know for sure? Rose's stores had a great cafeteria. So you guys remember San Francisco? Do you guys remember eating downstairs at the little bar where everybody said? I don't think they had booze. Yeah, you would dress up. We used to dress up to go on the airlines. You got very dressed up. We used to dress up for a lot of things. Church, I love, Carol knows this, I love her hats. I love seeing women go to church in hats. And to me, church was all about hats. I mean, every Sunday you would see all these wonderful women with their gorgeous hats. And people are still doing it. I love hats. I just, I don't have the face for it. You miss I do too. I loved Kmart. I miss it very much. Did you, Jane? We could have sat next to each other. I would go there a lot, like once or twice a week and have dinner. Yeah, I would, yeah. You're born in Fort Worth. Yeah, I've been to Fort Worth. I remember we'd go up to Fort Worth and it would just be slaughterhouses. Just, the smell was horrendous. I'm sure it's changed now. Lots of trains, yeah, it was smelly. Morgan. Ever going to Texas? I live in Tennessee. Oh, I think you'll enjoy Texas, but the weather is really hot in the summer. It can get really crazy. Yeah. For holding you got 25 cents a week? I didn't get anything. Yeah. We didn't have it. Yeah, I loved Kmart. I used to buy a lot of my jewelry at Kmart. And the other place I bought jewelry at was 7th Avenue on Union Square in San Francisco. My first ring, my first piece of jewelry was a ruby rose gold ring made into a rose with little rubies in it. I put it on layaway. It took me a year to pay it off. I forget, $5 or $10 a month. You remember the layaways? We used to put everything we could on layaway, and I might take the whole year and pay for it. And they always let us do it. Not anymore. Boy, you're very interesting. If you have a chance to go back in time, what age would you choose and why? I have to think about that. I had some great ages. Really did. My 20s were great. My 30s were great. My 40s were great. My 50s were good. I think 30s. Why? Because I was doing a lot of interesting things in the 30s. And most people thought I was in my 20s. So I was very young looking in my 30s. And I could pass for like 20, 21, 22. I traveled. That was the 30s were really good. Thank you, Claremont. Tucker, Bernie, and Dexter. Okay, Marley, I have to tell her that. Hi, Carter. Megan's cat. Yeah, we all did. Pop rocks. Yeah. Oh, the Sears catalog. Do you remember well, I'm sure we're not that age, but I remember seeing an antique Sears catalog, and they sold houses in the 1920s. Cary Grant. Oh, you're right, Tamara. Cary Grant. I'm seeing, yes, Cary Grant. Yeah, that didn't work. Now I don't even shop at the Sears, but the Sears catalog was great. There was another famous one, too. I do not. In the Eye of the Needle. I do not. I don't remember the Eye of the Needle, but that was like a series. James Bond, wasn't it? That was part of James Bond series. Oh, I loved have scars. I still like them, wrap them around your neck and then I'll tell you what else I like. I liked the, rhinestone jewelry. A pin here to hold that scarf around. You can still wear it. It's not who cares if it's in fashion? I'm not a fashion girl anymore anyway. Fort Myers, okay, Iris. Carrie, thank you guys. Barbara Hutton, yes, she was the Woolworth heiress who married Cary Grant, yes. She was married 7 times? Oh my goodness. Tamara, you know a lot about her. Oh, Kentucky Derby? They dress up there, don't they? I think women who wear hats are so classy. They're so classy. I just think hats give you class. Do I. You live in Fort Worth. What did dinner cost at Woolworths back then? I think it was, I want to say 75 cents. And I could be wrong. It was under $1. Yeah. And then you would leave a tip, Yeah. I mean, because a drink was like 10 cents. 10 or 15 cents. And it could have been more than $1. But I never had any money. I was making $250 a month then for my job and $90 for my rent. So I ate a lot of buttered noodles. It's what I ate. And but on holidays I always went there. It could have been a couple of bucks. To be honest with you, I keep seeing 75 cents, but I think I'm wrong. I think it was a little more than that. Yeah. You collected bottles for money? Walmart. Walmart. Did I say Walmart instead of Woolworths? I'm sorry, guys. I miss watching Little House on the Prairie. Yeah. I love Westerns. I've started watching Westerns. And I would like to do an AI channel with stories. And yeah. That's kind of a dream of mine. Yeah. I think it's very difficult to leave California. I've left it several times. I've always come back. It's ridiculous. Everything's ridiculous here, but I love the state. I'm doing great. Leanna? Leanna? Hi, how are you? I'm coughing because I'm talking too much, yeah. Houses. Oh, do you, Shirley? Sears houses. Yeah, yeah. Yes, you could. You owned who you were, and you could have as much fun as you wanted. And it was innocent fun. It wasn't drugs. It wasn't any of what goes on now. It was free fun, whether it was taking a walk in the park, going to a movie. It was just free fun. Spiegel, yes, Carol. Spiegel. J.C. Penney's, yes. I remember Sears more than anything. Spiegel was a little upgrade for me. J.C. Penney's and Montgomery Ward's too. So yeah, there were some good. But Sears, I think, was the oldest. You know, now we need to find that out. Who said rifle? I don't know who said rifle. The rifleman? Teresa, I did, and I thanked you. I think you missed it. I put your name down on my Cash App. I did, Teresa, and I thanked you very much. Yes. I'm trying to get back to thanking Cash App people. Drive a tank, yeah. Yeah, Montgomery Ward's, yes, Jane. Linda, hi, how are you? Oh, see, now I never looked at guns, so I didn't know they were in the catalogs. Everything was in the catalog. I do too. I really like hats. Well, Carol's making it a fashion. Thank you, Carol. We'll see you next time. Okay. Say hello to Jessica. I think we're going to end this. We've gone over our hour, and I've kind of made it through without hacking my way all the way through it. I hope by next week I'll have gotten better. Sometimes nothing, huh? Buttered noodles is what the Black Dahlia had at autopsy. Yeah, I always ate buttered noodles. I could afford butter, salt and pepper, and noodles. That was it. Yeah, Patty, it's hard to leave it. Yeah, for toilet paper, yeah. I remember using some magazines for decoupage on walls. That's another story I have to tell you about one of the big wineries and what they had on their walls. Yeah. Yeah, the Christmas catalog. Deborah Wright. My mom lives in a Sears house. Really? Hi, Mary. Yeah, we're just getting ready to leave. Nice to see you all. Montgomery Ward's older than Sears? Okay. 1872. Wow. 1893. Wow. I did not know that. Thank you for the information. It's just, it's trivia, but I love trivia. Wow, Martina. Oh, I was car hopping at Bob's Big Boy. Yeah, I was car hopping at something similar to Sonic, but it was roller skating. Yeah, and that was in Pennsylvania, Wexford, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I remember. Okay, guys, I'm starting again, so my throat's getting sore. I'm going to have to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me and being so patient about me not having my lives like I normally do. I'm trying to get back on my feet. I'll see you next time. I give you all my love. Take care.